Christian, and we have Sierra, right? Great job, guys, getting this regional promotion, all right? And then now you're at a 70% contract. The next one out there is that senior regional promotion. We want to give a huge shout out to these individuals, all right? Lewis and Ale, right? And then we also have Ari and Jeff, man. Great job, guys. Let's go, right? Y'all know the next promotion after that is RVP, and RVP is definitely the place.
Let's go, 80%, 80%.
Right? So that's right, that's right. And then we want to give a huge shout out to our newest RVP in the house, right? A huge shout out to the great Tony and Roxanne. Locked in RVP.
110%.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go, Chad. Let's go, baby.
Tony,
Let's
2
do,
seconds,
baby.
2 seconds.
Keep money,
Get
keep
on,
money.
man. Tony, get on. You and Roxanne, get on.
You're looking nice, too.
Oh,
all right.
Hey,
just for you, man. Good job, bro. Good job.
Hey, appreciate it.
Hey, my boy.
Super excited to be here. Thank God. Thank my team.
Let's go, Tony. Let's make it happen, baby. Let's do it.
Thank my son. All right. Thank the team. I appreciate you guys. We're looking forward to maximizing this contract. Let's go, man. RVP's where it's at.
That's it. That's just the beginning, brother. That's just the beginning. All right? RVP puts that jersey on you, and let's see, man. Let's see you go. Let's see you go. Awesome, man. Way to go, brother. Way to go. All right, all right. We also have money in the bank, right? These are the individuals that have money banked for them, and they just need to get licensed. All right, look at all these money. Look at all this money that's just sitting in the bank waiting for us to get it. All right, man, just look at your name, look at your team. Right? If you see your name there, your next step is I got to get more money in the bank and I got to get licensed so I can get that money that's in the bank. All right. So don't let it just sit there and let it spoil, right? Let it grow and let it get into your own bank account. All right. Hey guys, we also have those individuals that last month made over $1,000. We call this the comma dance. These are the people that have a comma in their paycheck. All right. For the month. All right, and this is just the beginning. So we want to give it up to David and Erica, over 1,000 in cash in their pocket. Lewis and Isla, over 1,000 in cash in their pocket. All right, we have Zeus with over 1,000 in cash in his pocket. Great to go. We have Elijah with over 1,200 in his pocket as well too. All right, we have Brittany Monroe, 1,400 in her pocket. Man, so proud for these individuals right here. But the list keeps going. Right, 1,700 goes to the great George Phillips, right? Lakin, right? We have Lakin, excuse me, 1,900 in cash in her pocket. All right, we have the great Susan and Rodney with over $2,000 in their pocket, man. That's awesome, man. Right, 2,100 goes to Abel and Emily. Right, we have Sean Sneed, right, going over 2,100. That's not Sean right there, but we're proud of you, Sean. Way to go. All right, we have the great Amanda and Frank with over 2,200 in cash. Right, we have Tina, right, Moorhead with over 3,000 in cash. Right, we have the great Kelly and Carlos, 3,100 in cash. Man, so excited for her. Right, we have the great Mike and Alicia, 3,500 in cash. Great job. Right, we have Nancy, right, with 3,600 in cash, man. Great job, guys. So proud of you.
Let's
go. We have Leighton Brown, man. Look at this. Leighton Brown with 3,600 in cash. Great job, Leighton. Way to go, brother. Arabelle and Jeff, 4,100 in cash. Man, let's go. So proud of you. Right, Jake Antio, 4,500 cash money in the bank. Way to go, man. Way to go. Way to use that contract. All right, we have Tony and Roxanne, 55,063 in cash. We have Brendan and Janae, right, 5,600 in cash. Let's go, man. Let's go. This is exciting stuff. All right, we also have here, look at this, Brian and Melinda, 5,700, right? Let's keep it going. Great job. We have Natasha, always making money, Muniz with 6,500 in cash. Great job. Jason and Jackie, 8,400 in cash. What job is paying like this? They're individuals. There's nobody out there, right? Jasmine Hatch, 8,500, right? We have Willis and Jay, 14,000 in cash, right, in their pocket. That's awesome, man. Way to go. We have Edward Fernandez, right? Just turned 21, 17,000 in cash in his pocket, right? We also have Eric and Bryn with over 30,000, right, in cash. And then we have the great Ed and Yvonne Ortiz with close to 50,000 in cash, for the month of October, man. We want to recognize all of those out there making money and making moves, man. All right. Huge announcement, man. We want to give a huge shout out. Put a 1 in the chat, right? To congratulate the great Jasmine Hatch going over 50,000 in cash, skyrocketing all the way to 100,000. Man, I'm telling you, watch me now, ring me later. Great job, Jasmine, man. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Right? This is just a moment, a minuscule, was that a word? Minuscule, right? Just a small moment in time. Enjoy the 50,000, all right? Because you're gonna go right to 100,000 and beyond, man. Let's go. Let's make it happen, Jazz. Keep it up. All right. And then we have the newest earners, or excuse me, the owners in Primerica, right? We have the great Bren Ortiz going out there and going over 300K in income, right, man? Let's go.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Owners is where you want to be, man, and beyond. All right. So that's a huge deal, man. And we couldn't thank our hierarchy and our base shop and our leaders, you know, and our mentors as well, man, for everything that y'all do for us. Thank you guys. All right.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And so,
Go.
and so, hey guys, real quick, man. And then we have our speaker, our guest speaker, right? And this is a great transition. I'm gonna get to Janae, our guest speaker last month. Guys, this is a great
Yes, sir.
79,000 in income last month out of Miami, Florida. Let me bring up the great Janae real quick so I don't step on any toes on this one. Janae, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Barely.
Yes, we can't see you.
Can you see me and can you hear me?
Only can hear you.
I can hear you.
I only see Bryn.
The spotlight on your neck.
All right, what about now? What about now?
Perfect.
We
I
can
can hear you.
Okay. Oh my
Now we can hear you
God.
and see you.
Oh my God, I'm here sweating, you guys. I am so excited. You guys don't understand what it took inside of me to message this individual and reach out to her. She has always been an idol of mine, and I truly got the chance to interact with her and talk with her a little bit last year in Keystone, guys. That's why big events are so important. You don't know who you're going to meet and when you're going to meet them, right? And so we built a relationship starting then, and I reached out to her and I said, listen, we're on $1 million run, like $1 million run. You know, can you help us contribute? Can you give us some nuggets? You know, nuggets, right? I don't want the jizz. I don't want all that. I want the nuggets. And she said, absolutely, guys. And she's straight from Colombia, started part-time in 2003. After attending an op night, she finished up her bachelor's at FAU in the nighttime, okay? So no excuses there, all right? She went full-time in Primerica 6 months after going part-time, okay? So, hey, do what you got to do to make it happen, right? And after that, she ended up going over 400,000 in 2016. Now, guys, she's at over $800,000 in income. She's an SNSD.
Let's go.
She's got 3 direct RVPs in 3 different states, guys. Some of you are building out there via Zoom. You don't know who's going to pop their head out, right? And now she has 22 total hierarchy RVPs. Man, dang, right? Base shop averages 30 by 30, right? She has about 860 plus codes, right? So if there's anything that you're going to learn today, man, all of it's going to be great nuggets. Andrea, I'm so excited. Man, you're the Colombian queen. Give it to us. I don't want to take any more of your time. Get it, girl.
All right, good morning.
Let's
team.
go. Let's go. Más pues, que más.
Right. To have the opportunity to share with you guys, as soon as she mentioned, you know, you guys are doing everything possible to make history. I'm like, I want to be part of it. As we speak, our hierarchy is having a faster school. Precinct is going to jump in. But what an amazing company. We're friends, help friends, where we build relationships. And I'm not saying that to impress, oh my gosh, she got out of her faster school to come in here and speak with you guys. But because of your leadership, right? The Ortiz's family, I mean, let me tell you, my hats to them, veterans, for our country, service to our country. So, I can only say thank you for that. And then the service and the leadership that they have had in this company and now as a family. So quick little story. So we had the opportunity to speak at convention last year, and here they are coming in as a family. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it. And I'm coming out after they speak like with tears in my face. And I'm like, I gotta still kill it, right? No softies here, but that's just the inspiration, right? Of your leadership team. So of course I would jump in. But anyhow, guys, we just clicked over the 9th diamond last night. And what an amazing—
Let's go!
to share for you guys because, man, a great team, right? Nothing great and significant will ever be accomplished by one person. So definitely, as you guys come together for a common mission, see, there's the man in the moon. They say it was the first selfie out there. But truly, it was thousands of people fighting for that mission, fighting for making history. So anyhow, I wanted to share with you guys, I mean, ultimately, as you guys are pushing for greatness, one thing I can tell you is that you're ventured off in American business. The closest thing to war, it's American business. So you gotta put, third gear on, because let me tell you, it's unprecedented times. I'll show you some numbers, and to think that we crossed the 9th diamond as a byproduct of Olivia and Jamina crossing the 2nd diamond on their way to the 3rd and ownership, 3 other people getting the ring, couple people getting the watches during a pandemic. So my goal tonight, or actually today, is not to impress you about, the numbers that we've done or anything like that, but to impress upon you the opportunity. If anything, it's not about Andrea and her team. If anything, it's about what you guys can do with this amazing company. So you got to understand what you have your hands on. If there's any nugget I can give you, is to have situational awareness, to know the moment in time, the moment in history. You think about, we've been in this business 17 years. I got started, part-time, like she mentioned. And I knew then, right, Eric, that this was a prestigious, lucrative opportunity. What we do matters when it comes to what we do for our community. So I'm not going to talk about that. You guys know well that as we're making diamonds movements, we have made a difference. Bill O'Render, who's one of my mentors, literally talks about money as certificates of accomplishment. So shame on us if our vision's so small that therefore we stop serving people, because when we serve people, we serve God. And that's literally what Bill O'Render says. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we shall prosper. And we should continue to prosper. So I commend you for thinking big. And what's big, bigger? How much is enough money? More money. Because as a byproduct, we deliver families for financial bondage. We deliver families from, the deception of the corporate dream. We deliver families so that they can no longer be average and ordinary. And we deliver families from mediocrity, just enough to get by. So if there's anything I can tell you today that has allowed us the success we have had, and truly, as I picked up this business, the one thing I realized is the little slogans in Primerica, which is the biggest nugget I can tell you. A recruit is the lifeblood of your business. And even more, a brand new teammate. They bring you new markets. They bring you new opportunities. They bring you new excitement for the future. So for those of you that are jumping in for the first time today, I want to tell you, you have ventured off in the most amazing opportunity where anybody could become a millionaire. And we have seen the records. So now you got to think about why not me, and how fast and how big do I want to do it? So for that to happen, the one thing I know is that you got to treat it, like the business that it truly is. And if we were to work anywhere, and I'm not trying to put anything down, but even as young kids, 18 years old, Walmart, McDonald's, what's the first thing people give you? A schedule. They give you a schedule. They talk about if somebody was to follow you around and just see it one day in your life, they're going to truly see what's really important to you. Is it your family? Of course, right? Is it, your health? Hopefully, right? So meaning the gym would be there. And when it comes to business, how many hours are you putting into your business? We have always committed, talk about 40 years for $40,000 a year, which that's going to give you about 1.6 million. to a job. But the one thing with the job is that we're never going to have anything to show for. So the one thing, as brand new teammates come in, you have to give them a schedule. If you even think that they're going to have a chance in business, oh, but they're too busy. Well, they have to have a schedule. It could be part-time. I didn't say they have to go full-time right away, but the one thing that allowed me to be able to go full-time right away, within 6 months, truly, I delivered that claim. And so sometimes we're thinking, oh, we're disrupting people. No, we're changing people's lives. But because they showed me that I had to go to that training on Tuesday, and yeah, I had to, that I had to do Saturday training, that I had to get my licenses fast, that I had to go district on my way to division. They showed me success. So as you're doing history, because I don't want it to be a run, I want it to be a way of life where you're pushing for greatness every day until you get yours. Bill would have always said, you got to do things long enough with the right intensity. And how long is long enough? Oh, what's the right intensity? But if you're always going district to somebody, that's everything, right? So I challenge you to get people part-time with a schedule. You talk about 8 to 10 hours a week. I was making 2 to 3 grand part-time. So then what happened, as my dad ended up with the stroke in the hospital, I realized, wow, they owe me. I have to, as a 23-year-old adult, right? Like we think we're adults, I have to ask for permission. But because I knew deep inside my heart, this company delivered, the more ups I send, the more money I make. With all certainty, I was able to walk away from that job to go see my hero in life, my dad, right? But guess what? There was this voice. Maybe I'm the only one that talks to myself on a car. Like, I don't know if you can do this. And then there was the other one. Let's see which one is going to win. This one is like, but you know how to make 2 to 3 grand. You have work ethic. This company delivers. There's demand for what we do, and it's at all-time high. The supply is low. In Broward County alone, I hope you guys know the numbers around your area. In Broward County alone, there's 2 million people. And we think that in the real estate industry is, right, one of the biggest, baddest, everybody that we know and their mom and their uncle at a party have that real estate license, and they can't wait to get in it. But the truth is not even 20% of that 2 million, right, not even, can qualify for a loan, nonetheless pay for a loan right now in these unprecedented times. But guess what? 90% of those people at least need what we do. So when we talk about, will you be successful here? Yes. How soon? It really depends on you. I challenge you that as you get people on board, give them a schedule and don't let them punk out. Because at the end of the day, just like at the gym is guaranteed. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed as long as you have a schedule, right? And I hope it's more than 3 days a week, because I've been doing 5 and I'm like, in only 90 days. See, I got my guns. It's gonna be a gun show today, right, Eric? And so it does work. So imagine the gym works if you have a schedule, you kind of know what you're doing, and then you add to it that you have a coach. Let's say you pay somebody one-on-one, right? You know you're gonna see success, right? But then there's always the little bit more. I don't want you to just be part-time. I don't want you to just be full-time. That's a 6-figure income for sure. The one thing that I love about this business, guys, and that's my biggest nugget there, one is the schedule. The second one, you can truly believe the money is coming because this is a numbers business. This is a numbers business. Where else can you go in any industry, in any company, in any job, and you can look at it where like, okay, if I do this, I make this. Well, tell me, because last I checked, there's nothing out there where somebody will tell you exactly what you have to do to win in business, to win in any career. This is a mathematical formula. They said, if you want to go make 100,000, start running it up to 15 by 15. And obviously I'm telling you the company guidelines, because that's the guidance for you to win. I want you to do more and be more. But ultimately our job here is to promote RVPs, run a base shop so we can promote RVPs that can promote RVPs. And that's the highest paid profession in American business. Highest paid profession. And then I tell the team, if you run 15 by 15, like I said, We done 50 and 50, 100 by 100, became Wall of Famers in the company in less than 10 years. And it's not about us, it's about the opportunity. What can you do with that? Save $1 million in less than 7 years. By the time we were 30, guys, we're able to own other businesses for our family. So that's the kind of opportunity. But we had in our heart is we needed to have a coaching philosophy. That's my third nugget, a coaching philosophy. So when the times are good, it's the same philosophy. When the times are bad, unprecedented times, pandemic, it's the same philosophy. For us, we surrender to the numbers. We knew we weren't good enough just yet, because we got to get good. You will get paid in direct proportion to the value we bring to the marketplace, right? And so we got to get good. We got to get great in the process. But you got to understand that at the end of the day, it's a numbers business. The more people you see, yes, you got to go through a lot of no's to get through a lot of yeses. But at the end of the day, running a 15 by 50, like I said, do it bigger. But I know somebody that run a 15 by 50 as an RVP, they're making 6 figures. Are you kidding me? Right? You want to make $250,000, 50 SVP with a hierarchy, right? Hopefully, not just a big base. Like the whole point here is that one day you can slow down. To see America has bought off, go to school, get good grades, get a good job, and that through that process, oh, great income, great lifestyle. We bought off, great outcome, great net worth. See, an inheritance for our kids. And this decade, like it's right there, is the decade of dominance. You know, like I don't know if you guys can see the decade of dominance. It's the decade of dominance. And what can you do with that? If you want to make $500,000, you got to start running 100 by 100 in a hierarchy. And imagine if you do base through first, right? Base and through first, kicking butt, you can make $250,000. I mean, $500,000. And then as you do, 200 through first, you're in the verge of making $1 million. So it is a mathematical formula. Anybody that wants to win here will win here if they just put the numbers to work for them. So I want to tell you guys, I mean, at the end of the day, is how bad do you want it? And you have to have a big team. They say the size of your team is the size of your dream. My ultimate goal, I tell our team, is to have 50 direct RVPs in the next 5 years. We're like, oh, you're crazy. See, 50,000 of income, it's income. It can come and go. But 50 locations in different cities, that's everything. So they're going to call us crazy right now talking about this, but one day it's going to be Crazy Rich, right? Like the Crazy Rich Asian movie, right? Crazy Rich Latina. And so what are you talking about? That's the kind of people you're going to attract. But see, first and foremost, you gotta surrender to the numbers. You gotta understand that at the end of the day, we gotta teach people that this is an overriding system. And for that, you have to first forget about the products and build the team first. That's why we talk about, I want people that understand that the McDonald's of the world, that the car dealership of the world, even the lawyers, the law firms of the world, right? They first realized they wanted to get into the overriding business. It's not like, I can't wait to be, no. At one point they said, I want at one point that I don't have to work, that I get to work. And that as much as you recruit people's efforts, the more freedom you will have. See, the biggest thing with the income that we have because of the business, the real wealth is your time, the time to do what you want. As we're cashing, yes, 100,000, 80,000 only, you're right. I wake up grateful every morning that thank God my upline showed me success early. So if there's any, I challenge you to show people success because they're not, they're going to be like, oh, this one of those things. No, this ain't one of those things. You can make money day one. And with the bonuses, the company in place, guys, that would allow us, punk kids at 23 to say, we're going to succeed in business, where 9 out of 10 businesses fail, when at least 80% of the businesses go under their first year because of lack of capital. I just heard right around the office in Boca Raton, you think, oh, those businesses are going to thrive during pandemic because they have some reserves, some capital, in the bank. No, Einstein bagels failed. Oh, because they don't have a system backing them like we have. They have a system, but I wish they had a system. If they did certain amount of bagels, they would get bonuses to still pay the offices, and they'll give us equity for every couple bagels they gave, right? We do, and don't take that for granted. For how long would we have the leadership in place? I don't know. So make sure you have situational awareness. So guys, The biggest thing is when you meet with people, let them know we're in the overriding system. We're looking for people that want to go build a business, that want to have couple locations. That's the biggest way you're going to get free. That's the biggest way that we're going to make this company a household name. And how do you start talking about that? You need to get them to understand first, oh, no, that Primerica is the best. We are the best, of course. We need them to understand where they are in life. See, most middle-class families like ourselves, we've been brought up, like I said, go to school, get good grades, get a good job. Your biggest asset is going to be your home. You talk about $250,000, right? Maybe $500,000. That's like stretching, right? Paycheck to paycheck before paycheck, keeping up with the Joneses. So the biggest nugget is that you got to tell people why they need to go own a business. And even more right now, when there's so much talent in the bench, when there's so many people out there that want opportunity, that seek freedom, truly freedom. They've been furloughed, they've been laid off, they're working from home, a couple more hours with their kids, independent. It's crazy. So we've been brought up, our biggest asset is our house, right? And we know not to rent it, not to rent a home, a condo, because after 30 days, we pay, we stay, we pay, we stay. What happens when we stop paying? We can no longer stay. But when you have a home, you know, at the end of, call it 30 years, 20 years, however it is, that it's yours, that you can inherit it for families, that you can even do Airbnb, you can sell it. I mean, you name it, it's yours and for your family. So people understand ownership when it comes to owning their house, right? But most people don't understand that our biggest asset is our ability to earn income. So when we understand we don't want to rent our home, we want to rent our condo, for sure, for not long term, but we're renting our life for a couple dollars per hour. We go to work, get a paycheck, go to work, get a paycheck. What happens when we start working? Do we still get a paycheck? So we're working for 40 years for 40,000 a year, call it 1.6 million, and people retire at 67 with less than 10 grand. The biggest thing is to make them aware that they're working in vain. That's my biggest thing that I tell my team. People are working in vain over there because they have nothing to show for, right? They understand when the house, they want to own it at some point. They want to be able to just at retirement not have to worry about that mortgage. Well, we work 40 years for something. I want to make sure my kids at some point, they don't have to start at zero. They will pick up this business and they can do nothing. And you know, this is not an organism. Not an organism, it's an organism. It's a movement. So whether I'm here or not, the Brituses are going to get bigger, right? The foreigners are going to get bigger. We're going to go through more states. We're going to do more. So that's my biggest challenge, that you create awareness in America today that they have to have ownership, that they have to go all out with reckless abandonment, you know, to seek real freedom. We live in America, right? And we're fighting for our freedom. So I'm going to share a screen real quick. I believe I can do that. Okay. And I'm going to show you the biggest nuggets as we have truly just run our goal is circular champion by convention. Can you guys see that? Yes? Yes. So, look at this, guys. And I haven't even updated, because in Primerica, we will never stop updating with all the greatness that's happening in the midst of this year, you know, unprecedented times. But look, in 1 week, and I remember this was literally in August, and I love this slide, and I want to keep it because you'll see. So in 1 week in Primerica, there was 15 new $100,000 earners, and we had one there, Wesley, Florida, and Atlanta. 2 new $200,000 earners, and in that week, it was the Brituses. 5 new $300,000 owners, $2 million earners. This is when Mario Harrison crossed to the 2 million mark. What? People that weren't predisposed to win, all walks of life, right? And 2 new $2 million earners. At that point, it was like Keith Otto. So what is our mission? To help families bring ownership back into our family, the 50 locations. The 4 things that I tell our team is the builder's language is so much different. See, the language of a builder that wants to open up locations, it's so much different. So we teach about the opportunity first. We miss with this, but like we want to get as many people to come on board in this mission, right? For middle class America, and to open up outlets in financial services. We're in distribution of financial services, and you want to have locations that you can override and eventually you can own. See, our biggest product, guys, is our opportunity. Our opportunity. I picked up this business. We were already at 600,000, and then somehow, some way, ended up about less than 500,000. But I knew the brand new teammate, the brand new recruiter was the lifeblood of your business. Meaning, if you're not recruiting every day, your business is slowly dying. So as you're pushing for greatness, the biggest thing is you gotta have a big recruiting goal through first and through the hierarchy. So I challenge you, if you haven't done 500 through first, do that. And then you're gonna have, as Andy says, the gas in the tank to go anywhere you want. If I wanna come visit y'all, in Tampa, or maybe there's some people in Orlando too, I know I can't go with a quarter tank, right? Like I'd be calling y'all to come rescue me. Like I would know it already. It's like, oh my God, if there was traffic, something. Normally I'm like, oh, I gotta have full tank and I'm gonna have to stop, right? So that's what happens. As we're going to the milli, you need to go all out recruiting as many people, because guess what? Recruiting is what's gonna allow you to bring the markets, that's gonna give you the promotions, that's gonna give you the premium, that's gonna give you the income. If you go chase income, don't do the recruiting, let me tell you, you might get a couple diamonds here and there, but you won't have the distribution in place to sustain that income, to sustain that business. Because at the end of the day, we promote the business, not the premium. I don't know if you understand that, right? So you gotta go all out. The biggest thing I challenge you is to go get 500 recruits through first. I know Edward, we have a couple players here that have gone to the state level, to the national level, at the state level, because it's the same. And I want to challenge you to go, it's like, okay, we haven't hit 500, go 500. And then go for 1,000 through first, and then hierarchy. Because I'm telling you, that's what's going to give you the gas in the tank to do it right. Because at the end of the day, there's $1 million earners and there's $4 million earners, and that's all I'm going to say. But this hierarchy, as great as it is, with the service they've done to our country and our communities, that's what you guys deserve. To be $1 million hierarchy on the way to Circular Champion as a byproduct of giving people the opportunity to give them hope, freedom, time, and money. See, Morningstar said where Amazon was disrupted to their industry. And I said at convention, even more disrupted than Amazon. Here we are, coming into families' home, whether it be through Zoom. And we don't just stop at the door. We come inside that door and deliver them from the fear of just what? Like depending on the government, depending on anybody. See, here they get a chance to own their business, to open outlets, distribution. See, my job is not to say who's gonna be big, who's gonna be, no. Who wants to be a vending machine? That's my ultimate goal, is to have 1% of 100 people, that the John Paul Getty said. I have 1% of 100 people. I went to sleep last night, I became a $900,000 earner, I didn't write us out this month. See, that's overrides. That's the override system. And at some point, you don't have to do it all. You get to be part of it, but at some point you build the business that will give you the overrides and they give you the ownership. The builder's mindset talks about your ultimate goal is to have everybody understand that this is a distribution system. This is a distribution system. Just like when it comes to insurance, your goal is not, oh, Primerica is best. No. Better than anything, you got to get them to understand the whole life sucks and the term is the way. And then why they have to do Primerica. But at the beginning, we're like, oh, Primerica is the best. Why? Because first, understand ownership, right? It's not the house your biggest asset is, right? Having a business, because when you have a business, you can have a couple homes, even a vacation home. You can have, a helicopter. You can have your life intentionally built because you build the business. I tell you, as I surround myself with $1 million earners, and then you'll be the 6, right? Then they start talking about, oh, there's such thing as a baby moon. I thought it was always only honeymoon. See, they just make up stuff so you can go spend the money and do this story. There's the first present. Oh, you give birth and then you get a car. Oh, like what? Yeah, that's the rich and wealthy for you, right? Talk about for Christmas, my kids like, okay, what do you want to do? Because they seen our videos going to Hawaii with this amazing team and this with the company. They're like, I want to go in a helicopter. I'm like, okay, why not? They come down from the helicopter and literally goes, okay, let's go on the green one. The kids are limitless, guys. And that's what I want you to think. Limitless. Anything is possible. But the only way that's possible is to build distribution system. I live it for home or look at the Casper family. Maybe you guys know them. They're a family in Tampa. They own not one McDonald's. They own 60 McDonald's locations. And right on their website, Casper Company, within a company, McDonald's, it says it's 3 generations. What? So the great-great-granddaddy was the one that met with Ray Kroc, which at this point would be the Ortizes, right, or veterans, right? And then now hand it down to the family, hand it down to the little ones. At one point, you're not working in vain. As long as you build the distribution system. We're not in financial services. If not, you're going to be locked in your handicap for the rest of your life. So you need to help them build a company within a company, finding key players first, forget about products, and build them a team. R. Williams said at some point, Andy told me obviously, that when they would be saying like, oh, I don't know if we're going to make it, but if we do, it's going to be unbelievable. And then he said, I don't know if he's going to be in finance. I really hope so, because we got to teach middle class America. But as long as we have a team and we have a great product to deliver to middle class America, we can win. So meaning build an organization, and it doesn't matter what happens, in the name of Jesus, right? We Primerica, we be straight. So build a team, and how big of a team can you have? Unlimitless, like it's limitless. So unlimited territory, unlimited income. Unlimited income, guys, no glass ceiling in your income. So how bad do you want it? So the phase 1 is understand the law of large numbers and become comfortable with the idea that not everybody is going to do it. And that's the biggest thing, whether it be because you stop growing because you want everybody to come with you. I didn't go to war, obviously. Your great leaders can tell you this, but there's casualties at war and there's casualties in business. You got to go chase and get yours first, get your freedom, and then you can go and help others. So go all out, go in with the people that want to go win right now. There's going to be some people that are going to get left behind. And my biggest nugget right now, you play with whoever wants to play right now. So that's why you got to have layers of players. There's the rookies. We love all over them. Come with us. There's the more seasoned veterans. Okay, you want to win now? Okay, let's go. But you can't be giving people a pep talk and another pep talk. No, who wants to win right now? Because if we're at war, real war, and they're shooting at me, I can't be like figuring out how to get this guy that just got shot. No, I'm going to die. We'll come get you. Hide somewhere. But I got to go win. So that's your mindset right now. Go get more people that want to go in right now. You never have enough people in a movement that we have. And you got to recruit selective masses. I mean, I'm actually telling you this, and I'm like, what? I'm the exception to the rule. 23-year-old cold market out of a resume. But see, don't put the odds in this exception. You got to go recruit married, kids, homeowners. Because guess what? They've been skipping the promotion. They've been overworked, underpaid. They want it right now. And products will be sold accidentally. Sometimes we take too long because we have the insurance industry right here in our company and then the recruiting. Well, it should be the 4-point game plan. You recruit the right people, internal consumption, because then they'll be the biggest crusader and they need what we do. And you do it faster, right? If we focus on selling products, recruiting will not be done accidentally. It won't be. So as you're pushing for greatness, right? Because it's not just going to be a run, it's a push for greatness for every one of you to go get ownership and beyond, right? So you can lock it in. Doesn't matter what happens, just like it did with us. We can keep it in the family, right? So go get your ownership. RVP is not the place to be unless you're promoting RVPs. And we must understand what causes sales to come into your business is new recruits. You go around your base shop, people aren't over there like going knocking on doors, closing insurance, even though it's a legit crusade. It happens, organically, because when you recruit new teammates and they go for their promotion, they're more excited to go into people's homes. For us, we built an environment where recruiting never stopped. Whether I was there, at the office, build an environment. So double-digit recruiting as soon as possible. I love that I was hearing your recognition, and it's about double-digit recruiting, right? You guys know those numbers, so know those numbers. And then get others in your team to double-digit recruit as soon as possible. And then you have an environment where double-digit recruiting never stops. It's the biggest conversation. And then you have a consistent message. Good times, before this unprecedented times, it's about recruiting. We didn't switch. Oh, it's about insurance because of pandemic people. No. We recruited. We did records over 750 in the hierarchy, guys. And it's just crazy, right? We could have sold even more insurance, but we wanted to get people locked in And as a byproduct, we will promote more RVPs by convention. And so move the masses to big events. And I commend you for running this event. And it's always the next event to the other event. Why? Because that's how my chef did it, Andy Young did it, Art Williams did it. See, I'm not here to question the system that's already paved the way. So on your way to greatness, don't be like, oh, no, listen. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Just get more people on board. And then exponential growth happens when you surrender to a big goal, to a big mission. 500 through first, 1,000, you guys know your numbers, but go for a big goal right now in recruiting. You have the gas in the tank. In the base shops, I really believe anybody that wants to be a strong RVP like RLs, you got to start shooting 50. More, better, obviously. That's 3 double-digit legs. Future strong SVP, you got to start doing 100 recruits a month. That's 6 double-digit legs, right? And that's like, no, that's 6. Yeah, but people don't just do 10. The numbers work. I just don't question Andy. He said, for you guys to go to the million, you need to start having over 20 double-digit legs in the hierarchy. And what's a double-digit leg? Well, it's not that I did 10, and then let's say I'm under Eric, and then, then the parents, so I'm 10, Eric is 12, and then the parents are 15. No. That's one leg. Separate legs, because every leg is a separate business, eventually a different outlet, a different location, and you better treat it as such as soon as possible. And Future Strong SNSD is 250 recruits consistently, 15 double-digit legs. You guys start doing content around this, the double-digit teams separately. We don't jackets, so there's a nugget. We created jackets with their last name on it. I told the team as we were going to the million and beyond that Nike would sponsor us. And you know how any sports has sponsors. So then I got Nike stuff and, get it on whatever it is, 20, 30, and then they get their emblem and amazing. And they all battle for it. And then every month when we did it, hit each milestone of a diamond, it was a different color. Oh, Andrea, why aren't they all red? Because that's a different battle. Just like in real war, our soldiers, they have their, I don't even want to mess up with, the colonel and all that stuff. They have their flags because they fought different things and they're making history alongside of you. So for every jacket, it was limited edition and they fought for it. They fought to get it, whether it be stake, find out what your team wants and go for it. But I commend you to have in this moment, the most unity there is. The most unity. So build an environment where you're cheerleading the system, right? I believe you're talking a lot about double-digit recruiting, so you understand the law of large numbers is everything. That's what we did, and we have always talked about that. The team surrenders to that system, meaning everything we do is alongside of that. That's why even in the biggest walking of the shadow of death that we have gone through, we maintain the business and we're growing the business and we're about to explode the business because nothing changed. We were always surrendering to the same system, and then you become the system. Then you start seeing successful people. It can't just be about your uplines. It can't just always be about Eric and it has to be about the new levels of players winning, succeeding in the system, because then you realize, oh, okay, everybody can win here. And the local environment is everything. You guys succeeding. So I commend you for doing that. I've seen you guys, getting everything out there. So that's exciting. And that's what it's all about. You separate at every level. You dominate at every level. And at every level, you make a name for yourselves. So the builder's mindset that I tell the team is to take work out of work by competing. And it's so exciting in Primerica. Here we are, like, couldn't even sleep 9-9. We're like, oh, we're going to hit the 9 diamond. We're going to surpass, the million by December on our way to 1 point. Like what? Only in Primerica. You can be here 17 years, guys, and still excited about the process, enjoying the journey, enjoying the repetition. And that's what I want to ask you to do. Yes, it's going to be a brand new teammate, but don't treat them like they're 110th teammate. Treat them like you treated that first recruit. Because I really believe, and here's a nugget, people don't get to build an amazing business because they get heartbroken, right? And imagine if you're real heartbroken in life, could you ever love somebody else again? No, because now you bring the luggage of that relationship to this one. And that's what people say, oh, we're going to take it slow. I don't know. Well, don't date them, right? Don't. Same thing here. Recruiting is a privilege. And every person deserves for you to love them and take care of them and give them the environment like you gave to that brand new person where you're like, oh my God, I think this is the next Mario Reason. Oh my God, this is the next Eric Ortiz. Oh my God, this is the next, right? Next Jason Ortiz. Like, this is it, the guy. But somehow, as we give him the CDs, we give him the pizza, People don't do what they said they were going to do. You know, they stop showing up. They don't answer the calls. Maybe they're ungrateful. Let's be real. This is business and we're dealing with people. But see, always accept people how they are and love them unintentionally. Expect nothing, but give everything to every one of those teammates because you don't know when it is. That could be the next legend in Primerica, but because you were thinking, well, you know, this guy gave out CD here, then you stop giving the CDs. Oh, I gave this guy, you know, that book, Winning with People, John Maxwell, you know, thinking he didn't even open it. Keep giving those books. Keep believing in people is my point here. Keep believing one more time. Every time. Because people get heartbroken in business because they gave it all to the first 10, let's say, and then little by little, they start doing a little bit less, a little bit less, and a little bit less. And we can't even do that in relationships. Imagine also in this business. And so I want to tell you, endure the repetition. It's repetitive. It's same thing and same thing over and over. Another Super Saturday, but look, they were so worried. Oh, the technical difficulties because they care about their business, because they love this business. And so I challenge you as we go to make history, guys, that you don't just go through the motions and stop recognizing people for everything all the time. Because it was one recognition that got me to go to an event when I had just gotten started, paid $500 because they told me you're going to get recognized in front of thousands. I'm like, me? I'm going to get recognized? Recognition is everything. William said it. So don't just go through the motions right now. Make sure you always take care of the brand new people and everybody. But those little things where we get heartbroken and we stop giving it all, you know, and maybe rightfully so, we're humans. We're like, oh my God, you know, keep doing it because you don't know which one would be the guy that will listen to the CD, that will be impacted by the book, will get uplifted by the recognition. And as you surround them with environment, with leaders and keep doing the schools, they'll be like, you know what, they get inspired. See, your job is not to motivate the masses, but to inspire the motivated. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, but you still got to do it all. I got to do it all because you don't know. I wish they had a sign, but they don't. You're looking for the heart of the champions, and eventually you'll find them. So enjoy the process. Understand that you're not working in vain, guys, that this company will deliver. You know, we do a lot of things when it comes to being intentional. Your North Star is growth. You always got to be thinking, okay, growth, growth, growth. Our hierarchy has grown tremendously. And compared to what, right? It's like, what is going on? But to think that right now we're having a faster school where Group is speaking to our team for the $1 million run, right? To finish it up and go to champions, we call it champions. And at the same time, and here, and the only reason I'm saying that, which other company right now, thousands of people around the country are talking about you winning. Each one of you winning, whoever is in this on some call, you can win here. If you know that there's a mathematical formula backing you, it's about then your vision. Where do you see yourself in the next 6 months, in the next year, in the next 5 years, right? And then are you willing to put the effort? See, for 2-3 years here in Florida, all we did was we like obsession. Just kind of like when you like someone, you're obsessed. You talk to them, you call them now, maybe you Snapchat them, you Twitter them, what can you do now, right? Like, and you're so excited. Well, same thing gotta be about Primerica. You gotta be so obsessed for a period of time. And really, when it's over in Primerica, when you want it to be over, you know? But it's never over when you understand, see, that legacy. Well, inheritance is what you leave somebody. My kids are going to inherit, but a legacy is what you leave inside somebody. And that's what the legends done. So I doubt this hierarchy, our hierarchy would ever be done because we have so much respect for this business, so much love for the game that will always be involved. Kind of like in sports, the Nick Sabans, I'm sure, you know, all these great sport players then became coaches because they're like, I want to help the brand new teammate coming on board. So make it a lifestyle that you're stretching. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable for a period of time, and this company will deliver for you. I mean, could you imagine now rolling into the 9 diamond? It's like 5-foot Colombian, right? Immigrant, not predisposed to win. But as I picked up my business, my mentor said, Andrea, as long as you keep an environment where brand new people come in to your base shop and your RVP's base shop and can believe that they can go RVP. They can wear a jersey with their last name on it. See, because when they own it, they love it more, they take care of it more, they'll fight for it more. So I challenge you to go promote RVPs, that promote RVPs, because that's the highest paid profession in American business. That's the only reason we'll go to Circular Champions, because we kept the message the same about double-digit teams, about finding a few players. And it's going to be a few players doing a lot and a lot doing a little. If you're going to focus on a lot of people doing a lot, you ain't going to be big. That's what R. Williams said, and I truly believe that. Do we want everybody big? Of course. But the truth is, Larry Waddell starts his big hair school every time saying, great job, do 120, 10 and 10 base shots. Look, what? Like 50 that do 30, 30, 20 that do, and then a few, in his hierarchy doing 100 by 100. So there will be those champions, but there's so many people out there that want to own a business. They can do it here. Keep the message, strong about ownership, about having everybody go RVP, because everybody could go RVP in a great environment, to open up locations, to allow this company to become a household name. And don't hope you're going to build the business, just know it. You got to be tough. See, most people need to have somebody accountable. So what you guys doing is be accountable, but you're not just good enough just yet. In sports, people have somebody. So make sure you guys are accountable. And some people are going to have to get caught, like I said. Maybe not everybody's going to go along with this, history in the moves that you're making, and that's okay. Don't think everybody will join you, but a few people will join you, and a few new ones will come along the way to create history. So don't get discouraged and get fired up and do something about it. You're building a business right now, you guys know, sprint wide, drive deep, and remember, each leg is a separate business. So guys, I can go on forever, but honestly, this company has given us, the opportunity to build the business within a business. And now as we made history this month, to know that we have allowed, because of our environment, other people to reach milestones in this business, change zip codes. Glenn Williams always said, we're not in the product business, we're in the changing life business. So go out for a big recruiting goal this month, and by the 24th, Bill Loren always said, you start processing those promotions that will give you the premium, that will give you the income to reach the milestones that you want. Without a big recruiting goal through first and hierarchy, we're not gonna have the gas in the tank to go all out. Because at the end of the day, I bought off of a distribution of financial services, not financial services. And for that reason, even in the midst of the storm, we didn't really get paid for a year, guys, because we became quadruple bulletproof. What is that? You have got something that's bigger for you. I believe you need that to have faith that in regards of anything, you were meant to be here to make a difference, that as small as a person as we are, we can make a big impact, that what you do matters. And then imagine, then you're going to building a business, so you have God, then you build a business to give you passive income. Then the passive income allows you to have portfolio income, because then you become an investor. And then as we save $1 million to have other businesses, that even in challenging times in this business, that business was paying us, right, in the midst of the storm. See, that's to become quadruple bulletproof, because you have situational awareness. You understand that it's about finding players that want to go regional vice president. How soon, how fast? It's really, we've seen it can happen in 6 months. In a year, people can be RVP with the ring. And with this compensation, we got to challenge people, because people need a coach at the gym to spot them, right? So that they can do one more. And that's why people, like when they're lifting present, right? They need somebody to tell them they can do one more. You're that person, tell them to do one more call, one more appointment, one more push to greatness. So I'm proud to be your teammate, super excited to have the opportunity to be part of this, history in the making. I know it's not just going to be a run. And I say that with all my heart, because you're champions. I love your family. I love your team. Like I said, my team have layers of players. Now I got to go to the office to highlight Capri, but I couldn't be anywhere better right now, but to believe in this team to go do great things together. Awesome.
Wow, thank you so much. I took so
Let's go.
Go ahead and unmute your screens for just a second. Say thank you, Andrea. I know we're,
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
That's right.
Great. Awesome, Andrea. Thank you so much. I just
All
wanted
right, guys, love you. Let's go make history.
I don't know if you can hear me anymore, but thank you so much. I mean, this really means the world to us. You know, when we do cross over that million, you're going to be one of those people that we shout out and say, man, she had a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so
All right,
much.
love you guys.
Have
Bye-bye.
Coach Ed, I know he probably has something to say. Ed, are you there? Hey, Ed, hold on. You're muted. One second.
Ed, are you muted? How about now? You guys hear me all right?
Good, you're good.
Am I good? All right, excellent. Hey, listen, Andrea, phenomenal. Congratulations. First of all, congratulations on $900,000 in income. Guys, if you have not realized, we're talking about $80,000 to $90,000 a month. That's the type of income we're talking about. We're talking about $20,000 a week. Put it on a 5-day week, that's $5,000 a day, guys. That's the income that this young lady is bringing to her household. And that's what it's all about. And the more income you got, this is about, guys, first of all, let me tell you, this is about you becoming financially independent, becoming financially free. This is about you making money here, okay? That's what it's all about. That's what we want you guys to do. Our job is for you to be financially independent. And Andrea, thank you so much. I mean, you were right on point. We appreciate you. We love you. Awesome job. I hope you guys took some notes. I hope you guys got some, because she was putting out some nuggets out here. One of the ones that I picked up was, hey, listen, we got to go 500 recruits through first. And that's been our goal, is to hit 500 recruits a goal. And just last month we did 401. All right, this month we're making that push. We're taking over to 500 right now. As it is, I mean, with everything's going on, I mean, we're at 151. We got 349 more recruits to go. So let's go make it happen, man. Let's go make it happen. That is so awesome. I want to congratulate every person that's on this call. Okay, this is about you learning. This is about you growing. And for you to bring your teammates and let them know the same thing. Hey, come on board. You got to see this thing. This is awesome. Okay. And it's about you making, you becoming financially independent. Okay. I just want to recognize the teams that we have. We have several RVPs here on this call. I've probably got 10 RVPs here. And we put a little contest out here, Rally Award. How many folks do you guys have on this call as we end? And everybody was throwing some numbers. Now, I know this is just admin stuff, but whenever you log in, put your team on. For example, if you're Aviator, put AVI. If you're Legacy, LEG. If you're Primetime, PT, and so forth and so on. Y'all know what to do. So we can get a good count, okay? But right now, as it is, I will tell you that leading the pack, we had Brendan and Janae. They were 17 on it. We had Aviators right behind them. We had TTLA right behind them. We had Wealth Builder right behind Jason and Jackie. But there's only one number one, man. There was one who took the top off. And let me tell you, he showed up. He's got 26 teammates on this call. And I know he's got a lot more because a lot of them have been putting those numbers up. But let's recognize the great Edward Fernandez and Legacy with 26 teammates on this call this morning. That's so cool. Man, just want to tell you how proud we are of you, okay? Awesome job, awesome job. Also, we're talking about making money, guys. First thing I got to recognize is we had a young lady on this call right now. She came in right after COVID. I'm talking about March, April timeframe. That's when she got focused and she started doing this. All she had was her license. Before that, maybe one or two, but in less than 4 months, this young lady went to work and she became a regional vice president. All right. Not only that, although this lady right here went over 50,000 in income, and we're not even a year. She's probably been in the business 6-7 months by the time. Over 50,000. I know she'll take it over 100,000. So if you could, I need to recognize the great Jasmine Hatch out of Atlanta, Georgia. So proud of you guys, man. Awesome job. Awesome. And along with that, I also want to recognize my son, Eric and Bryn, for taking their business. I mean, they got all this team going on. They got all this movement, and he took it over 300,000 in income. I'm talking about his average monthly income right now is over 30,000 a month. I'm talking about $1,000 a day. Man, that's when it all starts, man. That's when you start filling up the tank, like Andrea said, okay? That's when you start making, you could start living the way you should be. You're not there yet. All right. But hey, listen, it's there. Okay. So congratulations. Not only that, you hit ownership. You own your business, man. That is so awesome. So proud of you guys, man. Awesome job. Awesome. But hey, listen, like Andrea said, man, if you got all this, I sat back, took notes, and I said, man, this is such a simple business, such a simple business. Everybody and anybody can do this business. Just, hey, use the KISS system. Keep it short, sweet, and simple. That's it. That's it. We got 151 recruits right now. We got to keep it simple. We recruit them in. The next step is, hey, they got to implement their plan if they need it. All right. This is about self-completion. If all they do is just come into this business and they implement it, if they never show up again, but they implemented their plan, they started their investments, if they needed insurance, they protect their insurance, they protect their income. And that's how we got to do it, okay? Keep it simple. If they leave, at least what we want them to say is, man, yeah, I left Primerica because they wanted me to save money. They wanted me to save my money. They wanted me to start to save. That's what it's all. That's what we're looking for doing. Because just like we heard before, save your money because one day your money will save you, okay? That's the purpose of saving money. All right, you save it, and then you travel the world, buy the world, do that, but get yourself bulletproof first. Okay, that's the first thing that you want to do. Okay, once we got them in, y'all know, hey, they implement their plan if they need it. The next thing is, let's show them this business, man. They came into the business. Let's show them the business. Hey, this is how we do it. Let's go out and talk to their friends. Let's go out and talk to their family. Let's build them a business. Let's build these folks a business. Let's show them how to make money. Let's show them that they can start making money as well, okay? And let's start doing that. And let's get them licensed, man. That's it. That's how simple it is, okay? Get them in, implement their plan if they need it, which they need to save money, implement their plan. All right, so let's teach them business. Let's teach them about what Primerica is all about. Let's go help out a family. Let's start building their team. Let's get them licensed and let's show them how to make money. Let them get paid on that thing, okay? So let's go ahead and let's do this thing big, man. Let's go out there and do it. Hey, and we just want you to know this. We just want you to know that we want to create successful people. And the reason behind it is because you hang around success and you will become successful by default. If you hang around successful people, you will become successful by default. No question about it. So we got to hang around. That's why we bring in Andrea. That's why we bring in all these big friends of ours. I mean, that they're doing it, man. They're doing it big, okay? They're doing it big. All we want to do is hang around successful people because you'll be successful as well. And that's what it's all about. So let's stay focused, man. Let's stay grounded here. You got to win. You got to win for your family, man, because this is about you. This is about you winning. I want you to look at it like, hey, listen, I got to be the go-to person of my family. I got to be the person where, if anything's needed, hey, let's go talk to this guy. They got to be talking to you because you are the one. You are the entrepreneur. You're out there busting it out, making it happen, and growing this business. Okay, so let's go out there. Let's go have a good time, man. And hey, for everyone here, congratulations. I know we got some brand new folks. Hey, we love you guys. Thank you for being on this call. Thank you. Let's grow. Your next step, if you're not licensed, if you haven't been trained, here's your game plan. Get with that person who got you here and just say, hey, listen, Papito, hey, you get me in the field. I need to build this business. I need for you to show me how to make money here. My job is I'm going to take you to see, the folks that I want in your business. I need for you to give it 100% to get this person in the business with me, okay? That until you learn to do this thing, okay? Until you learn, and you want to do this thing before you get that license. It makes no sense you getting a driver's license if you don't know how to drive the car. Let's learn how to drive this car. Let's learn how to build this business. Let's learn how to make money, and then let's get licensed. Okay, let's do it the right way. Okay, let's do it. And if we do that, man, I'm telling you, the sky's going to be the limit. The sky's going to be the limit. You could do anything you want to do in your life. So, with that, Andrea, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate your family. Appreciate your team. All right, and for all my aviators out there, we love you. And hey, we're going to do whatever, as long as it's legal, as long as it's ethical, man, let's do it. Let's go out there. Let's make it happen. All right. So let's go make it happen. And with that, I pass it over to the great Eric and Bryn Ortiz. Close us out, brother. Close us out, Papa.
All right, guys. Awesome training today. Hey, we can't unmute everyone. Let's go ahead and unmute everyone. Ask all to unmute. All right. Let's close this thing out, man. Let's close this thing out as a family, as a business. Here we go. We are
Let's go.